stiff running off screens. How do you keep that up for the rest of the half?
I mean, it's going to be by committee. We got to have everybody being ready to chase. Our bigs have to be up at the level, understand where he is on the floor. You cannot relax for 1 second while he's out there.
Thanks, Mo.
On that defensive possession, forcing a steal. Wendell Carter Jr.'s lob almost went in.
It is. Well, good job by the guards. Gary Payton II collapsing on Isaac, giving up a lot of height. Taking away the airspace of the Warriors.
Meanwhile, the Magic, 3 triples in the first frame of this game.
He definitely has. Sized up his defender, took the angle, played through the contact, and finished with a nice floater. It wasn't easy.
We just heard from Coach Mosley, and we talked to him before the game. And right now, the topic for the Magic is Curry. They want to get. They just have to have the confidence that these shots will eventually be knocked down at a higher percentage. Wagner is wide open on this look and can't get it.
You know, and I think from the three-point shot is where a lot of guys, no matter how good you are, if you're not on, you got to just move the basketball and find a way to get your guys some better shots.
Another Warriors turnover. Isaac from behind the line bricks it.
Like that one, he had to understand who's on the floor with him to be able to drive and make the play because of his size different. A beautiful pass.
De Silva pays it off. 15 of Orlando's 30 coming from the bench.
Yeah, Jonathan Isaac was trying to foul Gary Payton II on.
Injuries have been a story of his career, but this year he has stayed relatively healthy and providing minutes off the bench. 17 minutes a game, that defensive presence. Screen goes behind the back, lays it in.
Draymond was such a hot, that was a tough pass, made it look easy.
Podziemski gets a hand on it. Warriors open floor.
You see the size of the Orlando Magic on the floor right now versus the lack of the size of the Warriors. He plays bigger than what he is. He's guarding Wendell Carter right now. You would think you want to go down low. Good job by Cole.
Wagner again off.
Isn't finding guys.
Podziemski tries to find somebody. Future Hall of Famer.
Nothing wrong with using your size.
Banchero, that height advantage. That's a
take advantage of it, especially the height and size of Apollo Banchero.
That's all you need. Andrew Wiggins in the weight room, and he'll head to the free throw line. Much to the dismay of the Magic.
Smitty, 13.
Steve Kerr, they've allowed him to play to his strengths. He's a point forward. I mean, he's played everybody with size. He doesn't give up an inch.
It's almost a cliche at this point. The can defend every position, as you said, at that high level.
Chris, I'm glad that you brought that up, because I could guard 1 through 5, but how well can you guard 1 through 5? I mean, that's the question, and he does that well.
He nails his second three, and all of a sudden the Warriors back within 5.
Versus Miami on December 21st, and this game just one of the few guys that can break down this guy and get other guys open shots.
Magic led by as many as 11. Golden State used that run before the timeout. Wiggins on a fadeaway.
Got to try to make a different type of player when a guy can just square you up, and that's Apollo. I think for him is he should play the game where he takes 2 dribbles in a post. That's it.
It's not a push-off if they don't call it. Within 5, a whistle on this end and a blocking foul.
But he's looking at the bench. Brandon's looking at the challenging, and Steven just looked at him like, just play.
A, not high leverage enough, and B,
too early.
Not exactly Steph Curry picking up the foul. Boy, I would be interested in the percentages of coaches who listen to a player when they call for the review. Like, who's the most stern at just ignoring the players, and who gives in the most easily? Schroeder draws the body contact. Gary Harris.
Coach Mosley has done a
Offense, even last year, and expectation coming into this year wouldn't be what drives this team's success. They took that leap in the Eastern Conference a season ago, driven by their
You
defense.
saw Anthony Black able to switch out onto a big, and then Schroeder just knocked down a tough shot.
Batadze, short, and Quentin Post.
For the Warriors.
Played his last year, college at Boston College, on a two-way, making his third start. He uses his GPS to find the rim. Down to a one-point game. Schroeder from behind rips it away. Numbers for the Warriors. Podziemski for Moody. He's short on the dunk, but a whistle. Boy, this place would have erupted.
Moses has to laugh about that one.
To be fair, did have the contact from Vaquero there. On ESPN, Spurs and Hawks. Suns at Thunder will be a fun one. For more on these games, please go to 6'10", 250 him. That little push shouldn't be enough to stop a dunk like that.
Well, he had a flat tire first.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Vaquero, three-level scorer, create space. Batadze, count that one, and he will strut to the offensive rebound. KCP. Chance at a four-point possession, and Vaquero capitalizes. Going to the Lakers for Anthony Davis. I still think people around the league are recovering from the ramifications of that move. Oh, the ball gets stuck around the rim and gets wedged in. Now Golden State as well. And what do? Late prime of Steph Curry. Are they a move? Are they a couple of moves away from being a team that can call themselves a contender? Right now, Steve Kerr said just the other day, we don't have enough to separate ourselves. I mean, that's been the math of the year. They're 24-24.
Yeah, he talked about in his coach's press conference. You said it best. He said, when you're 500, we need some help. The GM, you just don't want to make a move that doesn't make sense. So Mike has been out there active. They've called a lot of teams looking for some help for Stephen.
Out on that three. Heel, corner ball, no. And Batadze there. That could send Golden State into a different tier.
Well, I think, a big name for sure. I mean, obviously, they talked about Anna Vucevic. Two guys don't know how it works, but they need some help because there's a team right here that you just don't want to waste all the way to the championship versus the Denver Nuggets.
First, you're getting the different reports is Wagner gets fouled. And just
Yeah, I think I would basically say, like you say, not a stop, a pause, because he still can get to move because they have Dame and Giannis playing such a high level. I think they're a move away to being able to be in that mix.
Joined at this table by a couple of guys many years in the league. Is it more difficult as a player to be able to be out here and play at a high level during a time like this? Is Curry short on the three and your name's nuts?
I think I'll speak first. Another 3D for me, it was when I was younger, single, no kids. It was definitely, I got traded from Miami to Atlanta. I said, okay, here we go. But then obviously when you start trying to move kids taking them out of school, when to take them out, that's when it gets a little bit more difficult for the family.
Yeah, I agree with you, Smitty, because a lot of these guys have their families, the foundation. I think early on, Chris, in your career as a youngster, you get irritated hearing your name in trade talks. But then when you become a vet, you think, maybe somebody wants me. Early on, Smitty, I didn't like my name in trade talks.
No, not at all. I was happy. Every time I got traded, I went to a better team. And then at the end, I went to bad teams. Yeah, that's it. That's how old we are.
A couple of mentions that make you realize your age. Curry on the step.
San Antonio, and then
Anthony muscles towards the rim.
crossover, span, contact, finish.
Green hesitates, then accelerates. Draymond Green gets into the scoring column.
Anthony Garden, Steph Curry on that play. You got to stay connected to him. He sets the screen. And how do you get off of Steph's body that quick to be able to help it and slow down Draymond on that play.
Buddy to the rim, the hoop, and a chance to cut it to 2 with 1:12. He healed, 32 years old on his 5th team. Last year was his first appearance. Banchero has Draymond. Fun matchup. Pivot move, fade away. Rolls all the way around the rim and pops out. Hield as the Warriors don't have numbers. Green, great vision. Curry's doubled. Wiggins glides and lays it in.
Steph Curry caught it. 2 guys went out to him, and Steph made a beautiful pass to Wiggins.
Wiggins has 10. KCP inside, no whistle. Batadze, his second chance. And Looney commits the foul. Playing through and beyond the whistle is Looney and Batadze. Career high, 9 points per game for the former Pacer, makes 1 of 2. Wiggins sets the screen on the short roll, goes all the way to the rim to tie it at 43. With 5 seconds, Wagner draws attention. Banchero off the front of the rim, and that'll do it for the first.